This is Real Nollywood.
You're welcome to Real Nollywood. You're welcome to Real Nollywood.
Alright everyone, thank you so much for staying true to another exciting edition of your one-stop movie program on television, Real Nollywood. Well, my name is Colin Stock and you're welcome to my movie world. Today I hope to explore all that is happening currently in the motion picture industry in Nigeria, so you stay with me. We have got exciting segment to share all of this with you. True Nollywood story, knowledge is just gisting, making of blockbuster films, current events that is ongoing in the industry, not forgetting Nolly Carpet Retro and Moment, and our top 5 movies. Yeah, all coming for you on Real Nollywood. Alright, what is important is what has just happened, and that is this film that was chosen to show this Valentine's season, one of the films that made it, and that was a film that was made last year by Darason Richards, directed by Darason Richards and DJT. Talking about no other film but The Untick. Guess what? It premiered and it's currently screening for the Valentine. Yeah, the Valentine's Day continues in the month of February. Alright, wonderful people, let's just go see how it went down at this screening and at this opening at the Silverbird Galleria.
I just want to blow myself up.
Many years ago, the people of Godo enjoyed the protection of their gods. But everything is about to change.
The Antique is a movie set in the Godo Kingdom. It's an epic movie, a Benin setting, about how a village has been invaded, their precious antique stolen, and over years and years and years, generations actually, they find out that the antique is what is the only saving grace for the Oba's child son, only heir to the throne, to be saved. So the chosen one is sent on a mission to go out to get the antique, but she can't do it alone. She goes with some warriors. They had to die as a sacrifice for her to move on and get the antique back. Long and short, the antique was water.
What about the antique? It's one of the best, I can say so because I was part of it. One of the best epic movies that have been made in a long time. The story is really good. It portrays a part of our history that a lot of people don't talk about and is not put in movies. The script is good. The cinematography angle of it is fantastic. The cast is wonderful. Yeah, so that's everything. That's just a little bit of the antique. There's so much, to it that you have to see.
The Antique is special in that it's an epic film that's being taken to the cinema. A lot of them just go straight to DVD, and so the production values here are as one would expect. I like the story in that it draws parallels between things that happen in today's society and way back when, as well as what happened in the Bible. So you see someone giving her life sacrificially.
It depends on what your background, your reasoning. When you watch it, there's something in it for you. That's the truth. It's about truthfulness. It's about bravery. It's about unity. It's about history. It's about the future, the present. It's about a lot of things.
I am Kinebo. I know my religion, the one chosen by the gods to pursue, overtake, and recover the sacred bronze antique, that the Yoruba may be spared, and the kingdom of Godo endure.
Well, the experience, wonderful cast, wonderful crew, awesome locations, and wonderful equipment. Everything about the antique to me was on point, and I enjoyed every bit of the section with them.
It was amazing. It was very stressful, but I really enjoyed my experience on this set. Yeah, on the set of the antique.
Cast perfect, all professionals. Location horrible in the village with dogs everywhere. Costume horrible.
It was fantastic. One of the best sets I've worked on because everyone was friendly, everyone was professional, everyone was easygoing. And because I knew a lot of the crew members, when you've been around for a while, you kind of just know people. And I had worked with a number of them before. It was just easy to get back in the flow. It was quite nice.
It was really crazy. At some point, we had to cancel some shoots, like some days, because we were shooting deep in the forest. And the weather sometimes would not be in our favor. It would rain, it would be very hot, the bugs, the insects, we had to deal with wild animals and all that. But it was a fun experience. I think it's something that actors, normally on a daily go through so that they can give the best quality as regards the movie that is being produced.
As challenging as playing any role, because what it is, I keep saying this, is you become a different person for every character that you portray. So that in itself is the greatest challenge.
Oh wow, there were quite a number of challenges because we were shooting in a village. Almost all the scenes all the scenes I shot barefoot, like without wearing any shoes. So there were times I had to walk into like a village, like the forest, like the bush, without shoes, and I was kind of scared I would hurt myself. I had to shoot a scene in the dungeon where there were all kinds of insects.
We had a whole lot of sandflies because we were shooting in somewhere really interior, and the sun was really scorching. I'm telling you, the atmosphere really wasn't that friendly, but as actors you just have to brace it. You saw me sitting down and trying to look calm and good, but yeah.
There has never been a record of anyone that goes to Yoruba and returns alive.
Antique is so many things to so many people. Yeah, I don't want to restrict the title to an object that we see in the movie. That object is just an idea. It's a representation of an idea, a concept, an ideal. You understand? The antique, well, you know what an antique is? An antique is a piece of art that has stood the test of time. And because of time that has elapsed, it has accumulated value. That's what an antique is. And for me, an antique is a representation of our beautiful nation. And that's why it's an epic, to showcase our rich cultural heritage. So that's what the antique is for me. Nigeria is 101 years this year. And so we released the antique last year, we premiered it last year at the Hotel when we were 100 years. So it was a way of celebrating the centenary for me and showcasing, putting it on the platform for the world to see how beautiful we are. So the antique for me represents Africa, it represents Nigeria, it represents anything that's priceless. And my nation is priceless.
I am Kinebo, and know my religion, the one chosen by the gods to pursue, overtake, and recover the sacred bronze antique, that the Yoruba may be spared, and the kingdom of Godo endure.
What if they don't make it?
Fight for our people.
Knowledgeist. Just gisting.
Better times are here for Nollywood's Eniola Badmos, aka Bobo Big Skills, as she just got a new ride. She posted the photo of a new ride a Honda Pilot and wrote, May my new car take me to new places with new people and open up new opportunities in my life. Hashtag nigga we made it. Congratulations.
Just gisting.
Versatile comedy actor Charles Inoje and Helen Paul have dazzled in a new blockbuster movie, Mr. Potowski. Produced from the stables of the Cross Movie Entertainment, Mr. Potowski has been tipped to set a new pace in Nollywood. The multi-million naira film directed by Amayo Uzo Philip also stars Bishop Ime and Chike Anyawu amongst others.
Just gisting.
Remember the smash hit drama Last Flight to Abuja by Obi Emelonye? Well, the acclaimed director has partnered with Rock Studios for his latest project and recently completed filming Thy Will Be Done with Nollywood's royalty, Mercy Johnson Okoje, Ramsey Noor and Mary Njoku.
Just gisting.
Alright, wonderful people, you're welcome back. It's still real and it's Nollywood. I'm bringing you live at what is happening in the motion picture industry in Nigeria. All the little details that you need to know. While you see all the lots of G's coming out there, that's I want to be happy for Eniola Badmus, but with big scales. Yeah, I should be happy for her, getting a ride, taking her to new places, new clients, new business, new endorsements. That's what's up. And I want to say to all those quality comedy films coming out, I want to say kudos to all of you. You're doing a great job, and it's all about taking it up there and for people to appreciate what is happening. All right, coming next on the program is Darason Richard on True Nollywood Story. He shares his experience and what it's actually in figures, what is happening with his film at the cinema, how much people are going to see the antique. And that's quite a good news because he said epic film, epic challenge. So let's hear from Darason Richard on True Nollywood Story, what's happening with the antique, directed by him on DJT. I'll be right back.
We kept searching for a time and a season when we will have enough resources and the wherewithal in order to do a film until the opportunity came in 1992.
Surge of wonderful African films from all over the continent.
It's amazing to come all the way to Nigeria to participate in something where the arts are being elevated.
When I talk about acting to my students, I tell them that acting is 20% talent, which is the gift that God gives you.
A lot of them wanted Ramsey to play the role I played, which is Shola. It was going to be a stereotype, because putting Ramsey in that role, it would just be the normal Ramsey that everybody knows. I decided to change it and, play on people's intelligence.
Hi, my wonderful fans out there. Say, well, all right. Actually, it's like, I like all your combination,
Today on True Nollywood Story is Delta State-born filmmaker Darason Richards. In 2014, he debuted his first feature film, The Antique, which he co-directed with DJT. He shared his journey of the making of The Antique.
We actually shot it in the village, and not just in any village, but this village was in the middle of the forest, as in the middle of the forest. That was where we found the most appropriate location. Not that I wanted to go to forest, but that was the most appropriate location because of the geographical location and because it had red sand. He had to, we needed somewhere with red sand. So yeah, we did the needful, met the leader of the place, met the youths, paid the people we needed to pay, the owner of the mud houses, the spiritualists there to consult the gods and let them know we're coming and all that. It is in Africa. We had to do all that, and then of course no water, no light, live away, far away from civilization. So it was tough. Moving people from the city to a place like that for weeks. The scorching sun was something else. Sandflies. There were a lot of dogs in that village, surprisingly, and the script, we're not supposed to see any dog because of the geographical location that we're trying to portray. So we had to avoid all those many dogs from all our frames. It was really challenging, There was one time that it rained, we had to shut down for the day, and then the next day, same day, we went back to the stream to continue shoot, and we saw snakes, water snakes everywhere. There was no way we could continue because number one, GDT don't like snakes, so he said there's no way he's going to enter that water to shoot. We said we have to shoot. For a producer, for me, one day is a lot of money. We had to shoot, and so we tried to build a raft in the water so that he would be on it, and he still didn't shoot. So for some, I think we took one shot, and then there was one other shot here we had to do underwater camera, And he said there's no way that's going to happen. So we had to shut down for the day. The next day we came back to continue, and then we saw snakes. You know, so we consulted the villagers, they consulted the spiritualists, to talk to the gods. And it was, they were trying to rake some of the snakes into the bush and all that. Eventually, we had to shoot. So what happened was we convinced DOP, GT, that the snakes are gone. And he said, okay, no problem. And then he put people around him while we're shooting and said, if you see any snake, just tap me. We said, fine. And then we started shooting. And then the snake showed up again. And everybody kept quiet. Of course, he was engrossed in what he was doing. He was looking into the camera. And nobody said anything. We just said anything because we know if he sees it, we'll shut down again, you know. And we shot like that, and we didn't tell him what happened until we got to Lagos, and he was practically punching us, you know. So yeah, a lot of challenge, but it was fun. That's the fun of filmmaking.
Who are these men?
They are strangers. Oh.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Here is the pot.
For most of you who have seen The Antique, you would agree the film has got some good cast.
For the cast, there are two things. It's like music. Sometimes a rhythm will inspire lyrics. Sometimes you have the lyrics and then you look for rhythm to drive it. While I was writing the script, some people came to mind. Some actors I saw in my mind while I was writing some characters. Some others, we had to put out a casting call. So yeah, we had a casting call put out there, and then people came for the auditions, and we had days of audition.